Welcome, sweet friends, to the channel Frugal Money Saver. My name is Emmy. My husband is Paul. We're so happy you have joined us today. We've packed this video full yet again with what we hope are frugal, encouraging, and helpful tips for this time of year especially, where we want to encourage you to continue living below your means, even though society and the rest of the world is going to tell you, no, this is not the time to be frugal. This is the time to spend. And we're telling you, don't buy those lies. Because now more than ever, the economy is what it is. Prices are way up. And even though it is the holiday season, we're going to show you how to have a wonderful holiday season and still remain within your budget. In today's video, we are going to show you real life examples of what happens when you believe the lie of you need more. We're going to make a homemade DIY that you can share with others. And we're also going to be giving you some really, what we hope are helpful tips to remain below your budget this holiday season. The first thing we want to share is how society will constantly tell you, especially this time of year with the holidays, more is better. And we're going to tell you, no, that is not true. But we keep it real here, and I like to use our own real life examples of listening to society when it tells you you need more, you're not prepared enough, what if? So we're going to take the camera, head upstairs, and we're going to show you what happens when you think you are not prepared, you don't have enough, and you need to buy more. So let's turn the camera around and get upstairs. You know we keep it real. And in the past, I have struggled thinking I don't have enough of stuff or I need more. What happens if I can't find it when the time comes? And I end up with a surplus of things that I don't think I'll be able to use it all. I have wonderful little cloth bags. These are my favorite. I bought these a while ago. And if I give someone a gift card or a little baked treat, I love to put them in here. I think these are beautiful. So this is something I've hold on to. Oh my goodness, look at the boxes. And then tons of gift bags that I hold on to and that I save. Now look, this is all wonderful stuff. But what I need to do, and what I should have done before I put it away in the attic last year, is gone through everything. What do I need? What will I use? What should I keep? So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to pare everything down, make my life easier. And then when I need something, I'm not digging through piles of boxes that I am never going to use. We don't give that many gifts that would go in a box. The majority of our gifts are consumable. So yeah, I'm not even sure what I was thinking. So I'm going to go through this. I know you have been looking at the leg in the corner of the screen, and that's what it's attached to. Little Dixie Belle. Wherever I am, that little girl is never far behind. Same issue with Christmas cards. I will see a box for 90% off and I will buy it, put it away. But the deal is I have so many beautiful cards that I get in the mail from different organizations that I have accumulated through the years. Aren't these beautiful? And of course, there was 90% off at CVS the end of last year, and I got 2 more boxes. We send Christmas cards, but not to the extent of needing all these cards. What I need to do now is go through them. Anything that I don't think I would use or doesn't express our Christmas sentiment, what I'm going to do is just make a little bundle of Christmas stuff that I can donate. What you have to do is assess your surplus and figure out exactly realistically what you'll need for this year, maybe next year. I mean, these will last for quite a while if I hung on to all of them. Just like I encourage you to go through your freezer, your refrigerator, your pantry, go through your holiday supplies as well. Gift tags. Are you kidding me? Look at the amount of gift tags. It's that feeling that society gives you that you are not going to have enough. We always think, well, what happens if? This is an overabundance of gift tags. Pare it down. Pick the ones that we love, that we will use. Some of them are absolutely beautiful. And then I have ones, I don't even know how long I have had these. It's yellowed in the back and the corners. It was $1.49. When could you get gift tags for $1.49, right? So I've obviously had these a long time. Can you see this right here? They were made in the USA. Nothing's made in the USA anymore, unfortunately. No matter how good of a price you pay for something, if you're not going to use it, then that's money wasted. It really is. And, we have to make sure we have 10 rolls of wrapping paper. This is all bought at the end of the season, deep discounted prices, and I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to stock up. I am the first one to say it. But when your stockpile has become more than you'll realistically use within the next several years, then what we need to do is stop saying, what if? And this isn't food. This is not a necessity. Having a surplus is wonderful, but when it takes up room and probably in several years you'll not use it all, then it's time right now to stop buying them. Don't listen to the lie. So just a little encouragement, go through your supplies. If you can give them to a family member, if you can give them to a friend, maybe just starting out or who needs the extra, by all means do so. If not, donate it to a local charity who can give it away. We keep it real. Now, I could pretend that we never overbuy Christmas supplies, but you know what? Sometimes showing you real life is super helpful and encouraging. I know it is for us when we see other people showing real life scenarios. Now, we did not buy any of that this year. It has accumulated over the years and always at those 75 to 90% off sales, which again are great, but if you have enough, no sale is worth spending more money on if you're never going to use it. Now we just want to give you some encouraging tips on how not to believe what society and the media especially is telling you about having more, needing more, buying more. The first truth we're going to tell you is that more is not always better. It's not. More costs you more money, more gives you more stuff that you probably don't need, and it also makes you buy more stuff for others this time of year, things they probably don't want or things that they don't need. More does not impress anyone. I cannot emphasize that enough. People may believe that having bigger, having more is more impressive and people are going to like them more. And you know what? That is not true. You are who you are. Having more stuff, more gifts to give to other people will not make them like you more, love you more in the long run. It may be a temporary, oh my goodness, you're the best in the world. But that gift and those giant purchases are going to soon be forgotten. I guarantee it. Having more leads to more clutter. It just leads to more stuff around the house that has to be cleaned or given to someone else. More is not always the answer. We need to remember to stay below our budget this year. Keep it simple. Give gifts of time. Give gifts from your heart. And we're going to be doing a whole list of wonderful free and low-cost gifts that you can give this holiday season in an upcoming video that anyone would be thrilled to receive. So now we're going to share one of those gifts that we think anyone would love to receive. It is a fun edible gift. If you're giving edible gifts, please always check on food allergies when you give someone a gift. So let's get into the kitchen and whip up a wonderful DIY edible gift. This is the Gooseberry Patch book I showed you that we had gotten for free. And I was looking through it, and some of these recipes are so easy, sound so delicious, and would make wonderful gifts. Those of you who follow us know way back, I think it was like in July or August, Walgreens had a super sale, and we were visiting my in-laws, and they had a Walgreens buy them. These bags of M&Ms were $1.24, and I think I bought 10 of them. And I told you I would use them for holiday baking. We used some for Halloween. What I'm going to do is open all the little individual bags in here and get all the M&Ms out. And then what we're going to make, candy cookies in a jar. The only ingredient I do not have is vanilla powder. So we are leaving that out. I don't think it's going to make a difference, really. If you want to take a screenshot of this page, go right ahead. And the recipe's here. And then if you want to take a screenshot of this, and you can print the directions out for whomever you're giving it to. We're going to attach a copy of this to the jar when we present it. So let's put this one together, see how it comes out. I need 1.5 cups of these candy coated pieces. I've got a cup here, so what I'm going to do is just fill it up with these little chocolates. We still have a bunch of bags in the package left. It calls for 1.5 cups. This is a cup. It makes 24 cookies. This is more than enough M&Ms. 1 cup of M&Ms, and I think this is even going to be a lot. Now we're just going to set this aside for a moment. The first thing we're going to do is sift our dry ingredients. 2.5 cups flour. Let's sift this a little to start so we can add the rest. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and now we're just going to sift that all together. Now we're going to just take this, set it aside for a minute. This is a 1 quart wide mouth canning jar. Make sure it has a lid with it. You need to wash it well. Make sure it's super clean before you start this. I'm always telling you to please get a wide mouth funnel. They are worth their weight in gold. Now the first thing we're going to do in this jar is we are going to put the dry flour mixture. That's going to go on the bottom. We're just going to give this a good shake. Now we're going to add 3/4 cup of brown sugar. And I'm going to take a small spatula and just push this down. And we're also going to add 3/4 cup of white sugar. And last, we're going to add our cup of M&Ms. Perfect. I knew a cup would work. Yay! Look how beautiful this looks so far. I was just thinking, you know what I would have done? I would have put half the flour mixture, half the M&Ms, half the flour mixture, and then continued on. So I followed what the book had said, but I would definitely put a layer of M&Ms in here as well. I think that would look even better. Now we've got our lid. Wash that thoroughly as well. Any fabric you have would be beautiful. You don't have to go out and buy special Christmas fabric. I have this beautiful red and white sunflower one. You're just going to put that on like that. Look at this. It is so gorgeous. And next I'm going to print out the directions and make a tag for it. I love that Paul and I work as a team, and we really do. I said to him, we're going to have to punch a hole, hang this off. And he said, wait a minute, all those gift tags we have, can't you just glue stick it onto a gift tag, and then on the back you'll have to and from? I was like, brilliant. So that's exactly what we're doing. So we're just glue sticking this recipe that I printed off on my printer. I just made a copy of it right on here. Now you've got your to from. It hangs over a little bit, but nothing crazy. Now I just took a little piece of tape to put our label on, because you don't want that touching the food. And then we're just going to give it a little twist, and there you have it. How perfect is this? I would love to receive something like this. I honestly would. And you're going to want to make this pretty close to when you're going to give it to your recipient. I wouldn't make it and just let it sit around. Easy, economical, and just a thoughtful gift. Isn't that lovely? These gifts in a jar used to be the rage. Everyone used to give them. But I think people forgot about them. We got away from the simplicity of lovely gifts like this. So bring it back. You go online, there are so many different recipes for gifts in a jar. So fun. Now, you know, of course, we're going to have to taste test these and make them. Now let's get back into the kitchen and make some yummy cookies. So we're going to make our candy cookies in a jar, because you don't want to give something to somebody that you've never tasted. So we're going to follow the directions. So it says pour jar contents into a large bowl and blend in 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla. See, there's the vanilla. We didn't need the powdered. And 1 cup shortening. We don't have shortening in the home, so I'm going to use butter. And I think it'll work just as well, if not better. So while I'm making this, I am going to preheat my oven to 350 degrees. Into my stand mixer, I'm going to pour the contents of the jar. And another really neat thing is they're going to have a beautiful mason jar to store whatever they want in as well. Like we stated, instead of the shortening, we're going to add 1 cup of butter. We're going to add 2 eggs. And another idea for this gift is you could add a small container of shortening with the jar of cookie mix, or you could add a pound of butter with the cookie mix, and that's a great addition so that they're using less of their own ingredients. And we're also going to add our teaspoon of vanilla. That's another great idea. You can also add a little bottle of pure vanilla extract. It depends how elaborate you want this gift to be. I put my paddle attachment on. And we're just going to mix it till it all comes together. This came together beautifully. It says to bake them on an ungreased cookie sheet, but I'm going to be baking them on my silicone mat. It says to drop by tablespoonfuls onto our cookie sheet, so I'm going to use my handy little cookie scoop. So we're going to take the first tray and put them into our preheated 350 degree oven for 8 to 10 minutes. We'll put it on for 8 and check them. These cooked for about 10 minutes. They came out perfectly. I'm going to let them cool just for a minute on the tray, and then I'm going to transfer them to a wire rack. So here they are. They came out so well. They actually made 28 cookies. I mean, mine are not completely uniform, but they're looking pretty good. They're soft and chewy, and we each tried one. Absolute winner. Absolutely delicious. They were spot on. They were perfect. They were delicious. And again, anyone would love getting this gift. If you're able, you can give it to them a couple days before the holidays so they can make it throughout the holidays and share with their family, friends. Such a lovely gift idea. So we thank you for sharing this time with us. Our question of the day is, what are the side dishes you are serving at your Thanksgiving meal? Please share them with us. If it's an easy recipe, share that as well. We would love that. We're getting excited. We hope you're getting excited for these wonderful holidays coming up in the very near future. So share down below what your side dishes are for your Thanksgiving meal. We thank you so much for spending this time with us. We ask that you would give this video a big thumbs up, please. It helps us so much. If you have a little extra time, watch an ad. You know that always helps us out, and we appreciate when you do watch those ads. We also ask that you subscribe if you haven't. We would love to have you become a part of our Frugal family. We make 2 videos a week, every Tuesday and Friday, and we would love to have you join us. We ask you to be well. We ask you to be safe. And above all, we wish you blessings. Until our next video, may God greatly bless you.